So from the pose of a child, breathe out, push your bum back and take your arms forward, breathe in. So feel this breath run through your body. Exhale, your bum goes further back. Inhale, your hands come further forward. Give me a couple more of those. Breathe in, push back. Breathe in and breathe out, push back. One last one. Perfect. So we're going to come forward on our mat and bring our forearms down onto the floor and rest your pubic bone and your toes and your knees on the floor. Your thumb lines up with your nose. Rock your hips so your hip bones connect with the floor. Can you feel your pubic bone connect with the floor? Your knees on the floor, your toes on the floor, and look down at your thumbs. Now level one, scoop and lift the tummy and then drop the tummy. Scoop and lift your tummy and drop your tummy. Keep going, scoop and lift, relax and lower. Scoop and lift, relax and lower. That's great. You can stay at this level or come up onto your knees. Lift and pause and roll down. Up onto your knees, lift and pause and roll down. So remember all those lovely teaching points. Elbow, under shoulder, hips in line with shoulders, tummy muscles in, and above all, nose lines up with thumbs. Good, well done. From knees now to a level 3, up onto your toes. Hold for a few seconds. Knees come down, body comes down. So tummy is level 1, knees are level 2, toes level 3. Choose your level and release. And check your strength. Check your nose lines up with your thumbs. Nicely done. Good. Breathe out. Push and release. We'll have one more, then we'll take a quick breather. Choose your level. Toes or knees. Now bring your hands under your forehead, your heels to your bum. Move your feet from side to side and release your lower back. Let your lower back breathe. Let it release. Perfect. Good. So keep your hands under your forehead. Drop the back foot, but keep the front foot, the foot nearest me, heel towards your bum. Foot flexed. So what I want you to do again is find your pelvis, find your hip bones, connect it with the floor. Bring your forehead to your hands when you're ready. Make sure you know what you're doing. And all I'm going to do is lift my thigh off the floor. I say all. Lift your thigh off the floor. Lift your thigh off the floor. So the bent knee, the foot's flexed, the heel is towards your bum. And all you're doing is lifting your thigh off the floor. You're doing it slowly. Well done, Randy. Lift and lower. Keep the upper body relaxed, head on your hands. 3 more. Breathe each time you do it. Bring your heel a bit closer towards your bum. 2. And now release that leg. Bring the foot down, release the knee, release the hips. Bring the other heel towards your bum. Know your hip bone, know your pelvis. Keep it connected to the floor and simply lift the thigh and lower. Lift the thigh and lower. That's it. So the real work here is your hip. Keeping your hip on the floor. If the hip lifts, the back rotates, the back twists. I'm going to use that evocative word. You don't want it. You want to use your glutes. Hip bones on the floor. So you're ready. Relax your leg, relax your foot, release your knees. You're ready. Drum roll. Both heels. Toes turn slightly out, so you've got a V shape. Heels touch. Just bounce those heels gently together. Isn't that a pleasing feeling? Not really, no. Heels towards your bum. Bite your mat and lift both thighs. I love my job. Lift your thighs, both thighs, nice and easy, with control. Squeeze your bum. How's that for you? Are you swearing slightly? Give me another 28 of those. That's cheating, Paul, but I like it. Good. That's called initiative. So now release your legs all the way down. Feet down, knees down, release the hips. That is so much harder than it looks. So let's find the stretch. Bring your back hand forward, your fingertips on the floor, and your front hand sweeps back to your ankle if you can. It might not be your ankle, it might be your trousers, it might be your toes, but I'm hoping it's your ankle. And then we say that simple phrase, simply lift your thigh, hold it, breathe with it. Good. Good, let that leg lower. Bring the hand forward and the other hand goes back. Do you notice that one leg lifts slightly easier than the other? No? No? Okay, let's try both legs. Don't have to, you don't have to. Hold for a few seconds. Give me a couple of breaths here. Well done, Caroline. Beautiful. We need the pose of a child. Good time for some water, toes together, and go back to where we started. The breath out pushes the bum back, the breath in pushes the arms forward. The breath out pushes the bum back, the breath in pushes the arms forward. 2 more breaths. And then take a seat. Facing side onto me, hands underneath your knees. Feet slightly apart, roll halfway back and climb up onto your sit bones. Halfway back and climb up onto your sit bones. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out. So we're lengthening the breath. So my aim is to breathe out for the whole duration of the movement and then breathe in and pause at the top. So breathe out, C shape the spine, keep breathing and inhale, strengthen your spine. Breathe out, keep breathing out, lengthen your breath. And lengthen your spine. Let's do it with straight arms and straight legs. Breathe out. Inhale at the top and just lift the arms so they line up with your ears. Palms down. Breathe out. Keep breathing out. Breathe in and pause. How does that work? Hands to shoulder height. Breathe out and breathe in. Hands come down, breathe out. Breathe in and pause. I love it, I love your flow. Couple more, breathe out. Breathe in and pause. Have you got your towel at the top of your mat ready? Because for the next one we're going to lie all the way down. All the way down. Take your time. If you've got a towel, get it ready underneath your head. Lower your head onto your towel. Allow your hands to rest by your side. Bend your knees and know your pelvis. Know your hips and pubic bone in line, your ribs down, and raise your front knee. Tap and lift. One-legged, toe tap. Front leg taps the floor and lifts. Tap and lower. Level 1. Level 2, hold the knee in the air. Push your back down, raise the second leg. Knees apart, feet apart, tap and lift. Lower and lift. Where do you feel this coming from? Is it in your shoulders? Are you tightening your shoulders? Let them go. Is it your neck and your chin? Are you lifting your neck and chin? Let it go. Is it your thighs? Are you squeezing so much in your... Let them go. Relax your feet. Now keep your lower back in neutral by bringing your foot to the floor and bracing your core. I want to move on. So level 1 was one leg, level 2 is alternate legs. Level 3, hands up, palms face in towards each other, and lower the foot, lower the same hand, climb up. Lower the foot, lower the hand, and climb up. So everything now is moving away from the center of your body. And your job is to tighten your tummy. Press away, breathe out, press away. Good. Slow and strong. I'd like to do 5 more. Both sides. So, have a little check in with your body, your posture, your technique, and then find your flow. Find your breath. Work with your breath. Find a lovely, calming, releasing flow. Release the breath. Release the tension in your body. Give me 1 more. Both sides. And now hug your knees. Massage your back. Circle one way and slowly circle the other. So put both hands on your back shin and stretch your front leg just off of the floor. Point the toes, stretch the knee and hug that leg in. Hold in the front of the knee and stretch the other leg away. Oh, I love that. Especially after toe taps, it's really nice. Knee and thigh, hip, that's what Pilates is all about. Mobilizing, stretching, releasing, and also toning. Toning postural parts of your body. So your core to help your back, your shoulders to help your chest and to breathe well. If you're looking to work harder, bring the hands behind your head, touch your head, cradle your head, but keep your head on the floor. Elbows wide, and keep your legs going, just stretch. Remind yourself of your technique, your breath out as you push away, your breath in to return. Point your toes, stretch your foot, your calves, your thighs, and keep going. That's really nice. Settle into the exercise. Good. 3 more of these. Isn't it interesting how we can relax despite working so hard? So certain areas of your body are really switched on and others have switched off. Final level, add the waist rotation. So the leg extends, the chest lifts, and then your shoulder comes across to your opposite knee, and you let your head rest on the floor as your knees come in. Now do that on the other side. So it's slow. And because it's slow, you can do more. Breathe out, shoulder to knee. Inhale, rest. Breathe out, shoulder to knee. Inhale, rest. Breathe out, over you go, and rest. Let me hear you breathe as you do this. If you're looking just for that little edge, keep the head hovered off the floor. So in between, you cross and then you hover. You cross and then you hover. Have you still got that same level of flow, of fluidity, of breath, of strength, of deep core strength? Point the toes, stretch the legs. Come on, this is where the mind takes over and it becomes all about your thinking. Give me 3 more. Breathe out. Stay with me. This is when your body starts to change shape. Slow and strong. Powerful and centered. One last one on that slow. One last one with me. Cross. And the other side. Cross. Open your arms. Palms up, toes to the floor, heels lifted, and the knees drop one way, your head turns the other. Breathe out to bring the knees up. Knees go over and climb up. So just release in that way, side to side, an active stretch. You have to be careful with this one. If you've had a hip replacement, don't make the movement too big, but you know your limits. Turn your head one way, your knees the other, and just rejoice, just let go, just drop into the moment. Perfect. One last one. So we have a couple of options. And the first option is just to drop your knees to the front and your head turns away. And the second option is a little more intense. The feet on the floor, knees in the middle. Lift your back leg and cross the back foot or the back leg over the front leg. So you're crossing them and there's no gap in between your thighs. And then your toe drops to the floor. Your knee maybe drops to the floor. And then the effort, raise your head, raise your shoulder, look over your back hand, and then drop. Drop into the posture. Your front hand might come down onto your thigh if you feel it's appropriate. But what you're looking for is the back arm. The back arm to drop down onto the floor. Head turns. Waist releases. Let go. Tighten the tummy to bring the legs up. Option 1, both knees push to the back of the room. Option 2, front leg climbs over the back leg, hooks over, and you might bring the hand that's nearest the leg onto the leg, but really we're working on this front shoulder. Dropping the shoulder, dropping the hand, looking out over your backhand. Perfect. Hold for a few seconds and then slowly come up to the middle. Bring your hands under your knees, your heels into your bum, nose to knees, and rock through the spine, releasing any tension in your back, all the way up to your shoulders, to your bum, and finally, take a seat. Well done.